and welcome to Newsweek South Asia, a program that exposes Pakistan's role and nexus in promoting global terrorism and its funding. Here are the headlines. US designated terrorist Hafiz to contest elections in Pakistan. Pakistan-sponsored terrorists continue to create instability in Kashmir Valley. Baloch leader says fight for Baloch independence will continue. And as elections in Afghanistan approach, Pakistan-backed terrorists intensify attacks. Pakistan is known for not walking the talk when it comes to terrorism. The state has received a lot of flack in the past by the international community on its failure to control terror outfits in their country. Recently, Hafiz, the mastermind of the Mumbai terror attack, managed to clear his name from the Election Commission of Pakistan to contest in the general election scheduled in July this year. Newsweek South Asia has a report.
People in India's commercial city, Mumbai, are still awaiting justice for the horrific terror attacks of 26/11, which was masterminded by designated global terrorist Hafiz Mohammad. The attacks killed 164 people and left 293 others injured. Syed, who has a bounty of $10 million, will be soon seen on the streets of Pakistan campaigning for the general elections. Syed will contest the July 25th general elections in Pakistan on platform of Allahu Akbar Tehreek, a dormant political entity, as the group's Milli Muslim League party has not been registered.
Hafiz Saeed's entry into elections would be disastrous for both Pakistan as well as Indo-Pakistan relations. The atmosphere will get further vitiated. He's a known terrorist, he's a known India hatred. At every point of time, he only speaks of processes through which he can virtually damage India, break up India, create chaos in India, create mayhem in India, bring to naught the Indian economy, and obviously the relationship will deteriorate in a significant manner.
The entry of Hafiz Syed into Pakistan politics means he probably will make it to Pakistan Parliament. Known for his hate speeches, his presence in the political arena will ensure that he gets the platform to give the venomous speeches that would further create more problems between India and Pakistan. But experts believe that India's foreign policy for Pakistan would remain consistent, as a person like Hafiz Syed is too weak to determine the policies of the two nations.
Foreign policies are developed over a period of time. An individual, however big or small he may be, more so in case of Hafiz Syed, will in no way change the foreign policy of India. There has to be consistency, and the foreign policy must look beyond Hafiz Syed.
The United States had placed a $10 million bounty on Syed's head in 2012 after he was designated as a global terrorist. His front, the Lashkar-e-Toiba, has been banned by the United States, the United Kingdom, the European Union and Russia. This clearly shows that when it comes to fighting terrorism, Pakistan takes the back seat, as the Islamabad administration is firm on protecting the terrorist masterminds and terror camps which are carrying out operations under the nose of the Pakistan Army and the ISI. Experts believe it is high time that India take the matter of Pakistan to the international platform so that it may be declared a terrorist state.
India has been attempting to do so at every international fora. However, we've been wanting the Americans and the others, European Union or the UN Security Council, to declare Pakistan as a terrorist nation. India has to take a lead. Our parliament must pass a resolution declaring Pakistan a terrorist state. Moment we do so, several other nations, particularly in South Asia and NATO countries and US allies, would follow suit. But the lead has to be taken by India, as against India wanting to fire its own guns from somebody else's shoulders.
Hafiz Syed's organization continue to train and send terrorists to India, especially to Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan has failed to act against Hafiz Saeed, despite he and 4 of his aides, Abdullah Ubaid, Malik Zafar Iqbal, Abdul Rahman Abid, and Qazi Kasif Hussain, were placed under house arrest in Lahore on January under Anti-Terrorism Act. Today, these terrorists are all free men gearing up to contest the elections.
Moving on, India has strongly criticized Pakistan and its army for violating ceasefire in Jammu and Kashmir. Days after Pakistan violated ceasefire in Jammu and Kashmir, India's defense minister reiterated the government's position that task and terrorism cannot go hand in hand. Her comments come in the wake of rising terror activities by Pakistani terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir state. We have a report.
Since the halting of security operations during the holy month of Ramzan in Jammu and Kashmir, 36 people, including 16 militants, 10 civilians and 10 armed forces personnel were killed and 15 grenade attacks took place across the state. In these grenade attacks, over 40 people, including 17 armed forces personnel, were injured. During this period, militants allegedly decamped with 7 rifles from 4 different spots. The infiltration is also taking place at a high pace, and all 16 militants killed in last 20 days were shot dead in border district of the valley. Police claim that many more militants have managed to cross the border successfully. On May 16, Union Home Ministry announced non-initiation of combat operations in Jammu and Kashmir during Ramzan. The militants in Kashmir are backed by Pakistan. A large number of them have received training in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and have infiltrated into Jammu and Kashmir with the help of Pakistan Army. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, India's Defence Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said India honours its 2013 ceasefire agreement with a neighbouring country, but the army reserved the right to retaliate to an unprovoked attack.
We respect the ceasefire which was announced by the respectful Home Minister. However, even by his narration, any unprovoked attack, the army is given the right to respond. It is our duty to keep the borders safe. We shall be alert and ensuring that no unprovoked attack goes without us responding. Terror and talks cannot go on hand in hand. They can't go simultaneously.
The militants have also started using improvised explosive devices since 2017, and in last few weeks, IEDs were planted in Shopia, Sopore and Bandipora. In Shopia, 3 army personnel were injured, while in Sopore, IED was defused. On June 5, militants attacked on army camp in Bandipora's Hijan area. They opened indiscriminate fire upon the army's 13RR camp along with local police station and the Special Operation Group camp in the vicinity.
आईडी मिला है सुबह पुलिस को, उसी को अभी फिर कंट्रोल तरीके से डिफ्यूज़ करा है यहाँ पे, और क्या मैकेनिज्म था, कौन सा एक्सप्लोजिव था, क्या था, चेक करवा रहे हैं.
After the killing of Burhan Wani, commander of a Kashmiri militant group Hizbul Mujahideen, on July 8, 2016, 121 militants have been killed and 216 local youths joined militancy.
Well, yes, it's been a fact that since Burhan Wani's killing, local militancy has increased, and this is a report of the intelligence agencies which pinpoints the number of militants who have joined or picked up the gun after Burhan Wani was eliminated. What's happening is that these militants are being used as poster boys to enlist more young Kashmiri people and bring them towards the gun. Unfortunately, all of them also get eliminated. They get killed. So basically, it's a recipe for death for Kashmiri youth.
Recently, the brother of a senior police officer in Kashmir is suspected to have joined the militant ranks. Intelligence sources said the Shams-ul-Haq Mengno, belonging to Dragud village of Shopian district and pursuing a course in Unani medicine and surgery in a Srinagar college, was missing since May 26, but his family hasn't approached them to seek his whereabouts.
This is, I believe, the fourth major name in Kashmir who has joined militancy, the brother of an IPS officer, though the IPS officer is stationed outside. But this after Sehrai's son, the Hurriyat leader, then he who joined militancy, then the professor, assistant professor from the university who took up arms but was killed within 36 hours. So this is yet another high-profile person joining militancy. But this time, none of his pictures have come. It seems the Hizbul Mujahideen has decided not to upload the gun-toting pictures which they used to.
Indian Home Minister Rajnath Singh, who recently visited Jammu and Kashmir, accused Pakistan for sponsoring terrorism and misleading the youth of the state.
हमारा पड़ोसी देश है कि पता नहीं क्या हो गया। पहले ही हम लोगों ने कहा सबसे बात करेंगे, लेकिन कम से कम हमारा पड़ोसी देश जो बैठा है पाकिस्तान, अपनी धरती से तो कम से कम आतंकवादी गतिविधियों को न होने दे। और कभी-कभी तर्क देते हैं कि हम भी आतंकवाद को रोकना चाहते हैं। आप यदि आतंकवाद को नहीं रोक पा रहे हो तो अपने पड़ोसी देश का सहयोग क्यों नहीं लेते हो आतंकवाद रोकने में? जम्मू कश्मीर के अमन और तरक्की की राह में चाहे जितनी भी बाधाएं क्यों ना आए, हमारे कदम पीछे नहीं हटेंगे। मैं ऐसा महसूस करता हूं कि कुछ ताकतें ऐसी हैं जो कि हमारे जम्मू कश्मीर के बच्चों को कभी-कभी गुमराह करने की कोशिश करती हैं। वो एक चिंता का विषय है। बच्चे बच्चे होते हैं, उनकी मासूमियत का नाजायज लाभ नहीं उठाया जाना चाहिए। उनके भविष्य के साथ खिलवाड़ नहीं किया जाना चाहिए।
Many terror training camps are being run in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir under the patronage of Pakistan Army and intelligence agencies, the ISI and military intelligence. Be it Hizbul Mujahideen, Lashkar-e-Toiba or Jaish-e-Mohammad, they are being trained to create mayhem in Jammu and Kashmir.
Moving on, Balochistan is the largest province of Pakistan in terms of land area. But before 1948, it was known as the Khanate of Kalat, an independent princely state. A large number of indigenous Baloch living in the province call it a forceful occupation by Pakistan and are fighting for an independent state. Though many are seeking a political solution to the problem, few of them have taken up arms for Free Balochistan movement. We have a report.
Located in the southwestern region of Pakistan, Balochistan is bordering Iran and Afghanistan. Since 1955, the indigenous Baloch have been fighting against Pakistan's forceful occupation and oppression. Many have taken up arms to fight against the Pakistan army, as Islamabad has used all brutal means to silence the voices of dissent. The province witnesses a large number of incidents where the activists are being tortured, kidnapped and killed by security forces. Today we meet Dr. Allah Nazar, the chief of Baloch Liberation Front, who has been fighting for freedom of Balochistan.
बलोच होती टोटल एक जिंदगी एक कौमी जिंदगी ये बू अगर एक ट्रेडिशनल ला हस्तन आदराइन हस्तन बलोच हस्तन एवन एक कौमारा कस्से शिकस्त कुटना का लिहाजा तो एक गलत ने राहियात का गए तई मर्ची देम गो ये कंचे कौमी कप्ता कि न पुर्तगीज़ी कौमा न अरब न मंगोल न अफ़गान न दिगर राजे एक हमारा शिकस्त था बल्कि अफ़गान के हम साहबूज था आखिरी वसी दोस्ती वास्ता होती 10 दराज करता कि आमाद शाह अब्दाली और नसीर खनूरी मुआहदा शक्ला सहमी एक ही मर्ची वोटो इलेक्शन बुआ हाँ एक ही दलाल की पंजाबी यानी दलाल کہ مرچی حاصل خان گوشی کہ منا شرم آگ روٹی اسم بریان اندگا منی خیالہ حاصل آرہ زندگ بوگا ہمارا شرم آگ روٹی کہ آ پرشا زندگیں کہ آ بلوچ راج ہے کہ خون آنی سودا حجتا کہ آ شتا پارلیمنٹ تھا مرچی پدا ہم کمر بستگا ہاں چکہ 2013 بلوچ یک ریفرنڈم کرت ایشنا نابود کو کہ مرچی 500 ووٹ والا کہ یہ حقیقت 25 ووٹاں آدھی کا ٹپا مارا 25 ووٹوں والا مرد میرا وزیر اعلیٰ کرتگا باندھا ہم دیگے کے رکھنا بلوچا گو منی دس بندی کہ آ اے ووٹا مرون ٹرن آؤٹ آئے کم از کم پہ کنن منی دومی عرضے گو بلوچ راجا ہمیشہ کہ میں انڈیجینیس یک جوہ دے اما جوہ تیو کہ بلوچ راج سرائن کسے بلوچ کو ہمارا کمک کنگین بلوچ ڈائسپورا کے ہمارا ڈنانشتا کہ آواتی پگاراچ بلوچ ہمادہ کی ذمہ داراں آ بلوچ راجارا کمک پکن بلوچ آجوئی جو دارا کمک پکن کسے بزگرے آ گونی دان داد کرت کند کے کسے کہ آئیرا کہ کپاتے آئیرا ناداد کرت کنتے کسے مالدارے آئیرا پسی داد کرت کنتے وتی بساتم کسے دکاندارے آئیرا کلوی شکر داد کنتے وتی بساتم مطابقہ وتی راج سرمچارانی شبہ کمک مدد تا پکنے عمان امریکہ اقوام متحدہ دنیا درائن طاقتورانہ گوشک روٹین کہ بلوچستان یا کنفلکٹ زون ہے بلوچستان آرہ مرچی سسٹمیٹک جینوسائڈ کرگا ہاں سلولی جینوسائڈ کرگا ہاں آوانی خاموشی شریک جرمن آ بالکل کولیبریٹران منن یا نہ مننا اگر لیبیا 14 مردم میری آگوشی کے انسانی حقوقانی حقوق مسئلین آدھا کنفلکٹ زون ہے وار زون ہے تھا بلوچہ ہزارہ مردم میرا گاہن بلے آدھا درائے نبیت مچی بلوچے چک چیمبو گاہن من دنیا پدام گوشک لوٹی کہ اگر شما اے دنیا ایک خطہ تھا ساؤتھ ایشیا تھا عمل لوٹے مچی جیونیا نیول بیسے ٹائے نگائن اے نیول بیس بلوچ واسطہ خطرہ نین بلوچ وتی بچارے نگا زانت کرنانی کرن دیو 500 سال ہے کہ آئیے اسٹیٹ نیشن ایز اے اسٹیٹ نیشن کہ 18ویں صدی ابوتا بلے منی خیالہ 500 سال ہیں کہ بلوچ ایز اے اسٹیٹ نیشن 700 سال پیسر زندگ بوتا آوتی زندگی ازانت بلے اے درد سرے اے پا انڈیا درد سرے اے پا امریکہ درد سرے اے پا دنیا آدھی کے طاقتور ملکانی سرے پدا گو منی راجا گو ہمیں دس بندی کہ ایک کاسل ایسانا اوٹ مدین آج شانش دور بے بن اووتی راجی سر مچارانا کمک پکنا کسے ذریا کمک کنتے کسے کپاتے نا کمک کنتے کسے آئیارا پسے کمک کنتے کسے آئیارا شکر بورے کمک کنتے آواتی راجی سر مچارانا کمک پکنا کمے گپنگو السلام علیکم.
Foreign terrorists in Afghanistan are making all efforts to topple the elected government and bring back the Taliban rule. The terrorists based in Pakistan have intensified attacks in capital Kabul to create an atmosphere of fear among the people who are gearing up to vote for general elections. We have a report.
Deadly attacks in Afghanistan claimed by Al-Qaeda, the Taliban or Islamic State have killed dozens and injured many. At least 14 people were killed in a suicide bombing on a gathering of Afghanistan's top clerics on June 4. The bomber detonated his explosive near the entrance of a compound where over 2,000 religious scholars were meeting in a tent of the Loya Jikra, the Council of Elders close to the Kabul Polytechnic University. The attack claimed by Islamic State was held immediately after the clerics issued a fatwa against suicide bombings.
انفجار زیاد قوی بود وقتی که انفجار شد حتی در ما که پیش مکتب بودیم زمین لرزه کرد خود ما هم در زمین خو کردیم و ما که رفتیم چی مرده شهیدای زیاد بود.
Analysts believe that the recent string of terrorist attacks is being used as a tool to disrupt the country's peace and stability. It also aimed to jeopardize the upcoming parliamentary and district council elections, which are scheduled for October.
You know, it's very difficult for the government of Afghanistan to conduct election in such an atmosphere when militancy is spreading throughout the country. Almost 60-70% of the land is controlled by the militant organization backed by Pakistan or other militant like ISIS and Al-Qaeda controlling different parts of the country. So it would be, and these organizations, they don't believe in democracy. They believe that democracy is a man-made laws. They want to implement Sharia, the divine laws. So they have no respect for that democracy. And otherwise, they're also, killing large number of people who want to participate in the elections. We have seen when people went for registration were killed by the militant. So this, in a situation like this, it would be very difficult for the government of Afghanistan to conduct free and fair election. Yes, as far as alternative is concerned, I think the only alternative is a government, they should give extension to the existing government for a year and try to bring situation, or get some control over the militancy or expel these militants from the territory which they have occupied. Otherwise, there is no other alternative.
Taliban has predominantly refused to negotiate with the Afghan government. They consider the standpoint of the government as weak and incapable of making decisions on major issues. The use of extreme fear to intimidate people is creating a constant decrease in the level of interest in elections. But the threat to personal security is not the only reason which is causing a reduced turnout in the elections. The failure of foreign forces also creates problems for the citizens of Afghanistan.
NATO policy is they don't have a large number of forces deployed in Afghanistan. The number is small and they cannot contain militancy. Otherwise, the American policy is basically not to contain militancy but to ensure that militants do not capture power. But the situation has developed in the last couple of years, in which to me it looks this government is sinking and militants might take over power in almost minus of Afghanistan, most of the territory is they would be controlling. So it's a very grim situation. NATO has completely failed in Afghanistan to ensure peace and stability, or even they have not been able to train properly the local, the Afghan army also is not very well trained to handle this situation.
Afghan authorities also criticize neighboring Pakistan, who is responsible for providing safe haven to Al-Qaeda and the Taliban.
Everybody knew it, right from the day one, that Pakistan is supporting these militants. They are providing funding, they are giving them training, they are making, helping them to infiltrate in Afghanistan. So NATO must be knowing about all these things. Afghan forces also knowing about it. In such a situation, the Americans should have put more pressure on Pakistan. They should have imposed some sanctions on Pakistani army or individuals, and otherwise, ensure, the Pakistan do not interfere in Afghanistan's internal affairs. That wasn't done. Now Pakistan is emboldened. They have the support of the Chinese, and they continue to support. And their aim is only one: is to topple this government and install a pro-Pakistan Taliban regime in Afghanistan. They are working on that, and they are very firm in their commitment to these militant groups, which is not established.
Experts also believe that Pakistan's main motive to destabilize Afghanistan will not achieve, as the Taliban and Al-Qaeda will engage in a civil war if the government in Kabul is toppled. Instead, the problem will come into Pakistan because ISI will start creating more troubles for them.
And with that, we come to the end of this edition of Newsweek South Asia. We will be back next week with more news, views and analysis from the subcontinent. Meanwhile, do keep writing to us at nwsa@anin.com. This is Mariam signing off on behalf of the entire production team of Newsweek South Asia. Goodbye and take care.